All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Akakwadash, double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom Labaharium. All right, peace to the elect, man. All right, out there. This is Proverbs chapter 31, verse 8. Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. And the NLT says, speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Ensure justice for those being crushed. Ooh, man. Hey, man, that's heavy, man. Because when you look at, let's say, for instance, in United Nations, all right, you have, countries that hold other countries in court because they feel like they've been done wrong. Or I just thought about that. Salaki, what's that? What is it? 11 and 18. Jeremiah 11 and 18, I think it is. Who possesses, slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. All right, hey, look. The men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai who go on the highways and hedges and speak up for the nation of our people are holding a high position, because Proverbs, the 31st chapter, it says, the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. If you don't know, Lemuel is basically a house name for Solomon that his mother will call him. All right, just like how all of us, we have a mother. Your mother would give you like a particular name that she called you only in the house. Lemuel was the name for Solomon. All right, and this is what Bathsheba had taught him, because she would know. She's seen things. She's been around. All right. Nonetheless, what she said to him, right, is open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction, right? And that's because that's what a righteous king would do. So you got a lot of our people walking around talking about they the kings. And this is why I've said this before. The understanding of what a king is basically a judge. It's the highest judge of a city. That's it. All right. To be a king doesn't mean you have all the royals, all the dainties, all the horses. The scriptures tell you that in the book of Deuteronomy, the 17th chapter. Multiply not wives unto yourselves. Multiply not horses unto yourself. You're not supposed to don't multiply wine unto yourself. You're not supposed to multiply riches. Just because you have a lot of riches don't make you a king. That's the point. What makes you a king is proper judgment, and what? Speaking up for those who are being done wrong. And that's what the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai are doing. That's what the incorruptible crown is. Okay? Let me get that scripture that came to my mind. All right, whose possessors slay them. I think it's not Jeremiah. Is it Job? Nah. Bear with me. Zechariah 11 and 5. All right. Whew. Let's start at verse 4. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I can start at verse 3. Okay, it says, there is a voice of the howling of the shepherds, for their glory is spoiled. A voice of the roaring of young lions, for the pride of Jordan is spoiled, right? In other words, our people have been taken and put into a very low place. Okay, verse 4, it says, thus saith the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter. Okay, that's what we're doing when we go on the highways and hedges. We are teaching the word of the Lord, breaking down these scriptures, leading our people, to salvation, if you will, or trying to bring them into salvation, Lord's will. We're feeding this flock of the slaughter. All right, because our people are the flock of the slaughter, man. So-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, been done the wrongest throughout the different four winds of the earth. Okay, verse 5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. So someone has to speak up for these people. All right, because if you have someone who possesses someone and they're not being held guilty, or they're not bringing themselves to court, then guess what? We're going to bring them charges on them ourselves. And our king, our top judge, Yahweh Shai, is going to execute the judgment. That's what's going on when you see the men of the Lord on the highways and hedges prophesying the downfall of America, man. All right? It says, and they that sell them say, okay, was not our people being sold on auctioning blocks, all right, from continent to continent, island to island, okay? And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. How did America become great? America became great off free labor, okay? Typically, when you have a city being built, there's contractors being hired, and you have to pay those contractors. Our people, starting with the so-called Negroes, have built up this great city and did not get paid for it. So therefore, the repercussions or the benefits of this city being built was all profit. So they've become rich off selling us. Okay? And their own shepherds pity them not. All right? Yeah, man. We're not getting any pity. All right? We're not, in other words, our leaders ain't the puppet masters. Okay? Your Al Sharptons, your P. Diddy's, your Jay-Z's, all these individuals who are basically gatekeepers to Esau, Edom, don't show our people any pity. So guess what? The true men gotta arise and speak up. That's why the scriptures tell you they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. Okay? For I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord. But lo, I will deliver the men, every one into his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king, and they shall smite the land, and out of their hand I will not deliver them. All right? So a lot of our people they're going to go to these different leaders, and they're going to go to these different saviors and different, self-proclaimed messiahs, and they're going to be destroyed in doing it. Okay? All right? So, my bad. Let's go back to that scripture. Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 8. Open thy mouth for the dumb, meaning those that can't speak up for themselves. All right? Our people. Okay? In the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. All right? Our people is being led as a flock to slaughter. All right? And we're speaking up on the behalf of our people, but only some of us are going to get it. The ones who don't, they're going to fall by the wayside. The scriptures tell you, it says what? The blind leadeth the blind, they both shall fall into that ditch. Okay? The scriptures tell you, it says what? Isaiah 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider. And when you go into the Lord, what was the ox or the ass known for doing? Falling into a ditch. Okay? And our people are worse than them. Okay? So the only ones that's really going to hearken unto these words that we're speaking of, or that we're speaking on, as we're, bringing light to the scriptures, if you will, shedding forth the light of the scriptures, I should say, is the elect, man. And that's point blank, period. And I'm going to close on that, man. Call Lord Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaKakodash. Shalom.